Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys at Magic. This is Hunter and Shane. Say what up, Shane.
What's up, nerds?
We are back. We are counting down the days. It is one more day after today of Final Fantasy spoilers, Shane. We're almost done.
Thank goodness.
I
I mean, I
feel at
love
this
this.
point, I feel at this point we're just at a slow trickle of the rest of spoilers because there was only 7 total cards spoiled from today. That's right.
Really
So
milking it.
this is going to be a super short episode of Final Fantasy spoilers, but strap in, we got some cards to talk about. But before we start, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you're staying up to date with everything that we are putting out, because starting Monday, those $100 upgrades to the precon decks start trickling out. It's going to be a good one. But, Shane, let's go ahead and start with the spoilers from today. This first one is Excalibur II. It's 1 mana for legendary artifact equipment. It's got an equip cost of 3 that says whenever you gain life, you put a charge counter on Excalibur II. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Excalibur II.
This say sequel to Excalibur?
I mean, at this point, yeah, it's like Assassin's Creed, Final Fantasy. We are making a mashup of Magic cards.
Dude, can you imagine uh your Captain America holding Excalibur and the second?
That would be just double fisting swords, I guess. um,
It seems pretty good
yeah, I
card.
mean, this is like any of those kind of like a Johnny's Pridemate, I think, right? Whenever you gain life, that would grow with a counter.
Oh,
This is doing it for any creature that this is equipped to. This is a really good card.
yeah, it just sticks around. That's pretty nice.
It is pretty nice. This because the counters are on this,
Right,
so they're not even +1/+1 counters. They're just
right.
charge counters. So hey, I'm here for this card.
You could
I am a big life gain
proliferate.
fan, and
Yeah, you are.
yeah, this is a cool card for sure.
Quick cost of 3, little, I don't know, but hey, that's okay.
Hey, comes down if you have this in your opening hand, turn one.
I
Just
know.
put this on the field. It's
I
really
know.
good. Really good. I'm gonna say it again. Shane, this is
Dude,
really good.
do you think this is really good? Okay.
I think it is.
I think Excalibur the
But let's
second is good.
let's move on to another equipment because we have some equipment that we're talking about. This is Genji Glove. It's 5 mana for an artifact equipment that says equipped creature has double strike, and whenever equipped creature attacks, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap it. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase, equip cost of 3. That is,
Wow.
that's right. We have extra combat stapled on a colorless card. That's pretty nuts.
Wow. That's pretty, I mean, it's a hefty card or hefty cost, but those are good lines of text.
Yeah, this is essentially gives your creature quadruple strike.
Yeah. Damn, this is a good equipment too. I feel like I want to
Yeah,
cheat this
so
out somehow.
you definitely could. But any extra combat steps, even the new lightning, is gonna love this card for sure.
Yeah.
So much damage. Um, yeah. Any deck is now extra combats because of a colorless extra combat card.
This could be a bit aggressive.
Yeah,
I kind of like how this is shaping up.
I do too. These are good equipments we're seeing. But let's go ahead and move on. All right, Shane, this next card, if you're keeping count, we are now at legendary creature number 160. We're here, we're at the end, right? This
Right.
is Venat, Lady of the Light. It is 1 and 2 white for a 3/3 legendary creature Elder Wizard that says whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn, and it also has an ability you can pay 7, tap it, exile target non-land permanent. Then you transform Venat. Activate only as a sorcery. Once transformed, it turns into Hydaelyn, Mothercrystal. It is a 4/4 legendary creature god. It has indestructible and has another ability that says at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature you control. Until your next turn, that creature gains indestructible. If it's legendary, draw a card.
A lot of text on that card.
It is. It's a lot of text, but here we are. Finally, 160 legends.
Finally. We're going past it, by the way.
Ugh, you're not supposed to look ahead. It's
Oh,
sad.
okay.
But yes, 160 as of right now. But yeah, this is a cool god.
Yeah, the flip is a little expensive, but it's a cool god.
It is expensive, but you are exiling any target non-land
That's
permanent.
true.
Um, so, hey, get rid of your opponent's best thing.
That's true. I mean, could be a thing. The backside's okay.
The backs, I mean, this is obviously going into those legendary matters decks.
Yeah.
Clearly, this is a card draw staple for legendary spells.
Yeah.
And then, hey, if you're a legendary creature, you get a counter and you draw a card.
Yeah. Pretty
So,
good.
and you're indestructible. So keep that in mind. That's pretty good too.
It's too bad that it says another target, so can't put it
It
on
is.
itself.
Can't put it on itself. But hey, you're also indestructible already. You're
True.
giving that other target creature indestructible too. So Hydaelyn,
Potentially a
I
good
hope I'm
card.
saying that card correctly.
I'm sure you are. You're doing
Um,
great.
hey, comment down below. This is the point where I ask you in the audience to tell me about Venat and Hydaelyn and how an Elder Wizard became a god. Because I'm curious.
I'm guessing resurrection.
Hey, maybe. But let's move on to the next flip card. Shane, you are correct. Another legendary puts us at 161, which
We're not
is
done.
odd, which is an odd number. Hey, guess what? We are done. This is the last legendary we're talking about today.
What? Oh,
This
today.
is
Okay.
X,
Okay.
unless one comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
One more day, right? Or more comes out tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what we're
Yeah.
stopping at.
Sorry. Go ahead. Get it.
But this is Exdeath Void Warlock. 1 black and a green for a 3/3 legendary creature, Spirit Warlock. It says when Exdeath enters, you gain 3 life, and at the beginning of your end step, if there are 6 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, transform Exdeath. Once transformed, it turns into Neo Exdeath, Dimensions End. It is a star 3 legendary creature spirit avatar with trample, and its power is equal to the number of permanent cards in your graveyard.
Okay.
Cool.
That's not bad. Yeah. Like it
It's
as
definitely
trample.
it's definitely like a Golgari graveyard matter strategy, which is
Yeah.
pretty much all of Golgari.
What was that? It wasn't exactly Golgari, but Golgari was in the coloring. That remember that backup commander for one of the precons? I think it was from Modern Horizons 3. But it cared about like the biggest thing in your graveyard. Remember I made like an
Yeah,
18 something? It's kind of a little
that's
reminiscent
cool.
of that.
Yeah, it definitely reminds me. I mean, granted, it's not all card types, but a bit
Yeah.
of a Tarmogoyf, if you will. Um, but it's cool. It's it's an uncommon, I think, for a reason.
Yeah.
Just a quick ETB of 3 life, and then hey, it can be a big creature with trample. Can die easily with 3, but hey,
That's fine. I'm sure it's just gonna swing and do crazy amounts of damage on the way out.
that's true. But hey, I'm excited to talk about this one as well in our commander grades video. But
Yeah.
once again, we are at 161. Please give us another one.
If
I've
you
been
don't
saying
like
this.
that odd number, huh?
Don't stop at an odd number. Why are we doing this?
To piss you off.
Probably. Let's go ahead and move on to the final double-faced card. This is kind of on the nose, I'd say. This is called Sidequest Card Collection. It's 3 and a blue for an enchantment that says when this enchantment enters, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards. At the beginning of your end step, if 8 or more cards are in your graveyard, transform this enchantment. Once transformed, it turns into Magicked card. It is a 4/4 artifact vehicle with flying and crew 1.
Wow.
Pretty on the nose, right?
It's a card collection that gives you a Magicked card.
That is
Wow.
correct. Wow. You know what would have been even funnier if somewhere in the art they had the back of a Magic card.
Hmm.
Just, I mean, that's a bit too, because I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying
Yeah,
anymore.
there's no Magic cards in Final Fantasy. Come on.
Yeah, it's true. Something I do find interesting though is they had 2 separate artists to the front and back of this card. Isn't that weird?
It's cool. Yeah, I mean, weird, cool. Sure.
Card collection though. Seems pretty good, man. 4 mana, draw 3.
Yeah, it reminds me kind of tiny bit about that Jace that flipped just because it cared
Yeah.
about it'll draw you some cards and then when you have that critical mass in the graveyard it flips. So obviously nowhere near that, but cool card.
And once again, Shane, these vehicles, all with these crew costs of just 1,
Yeah, not bad.
getting pretty nuts.
Getting a little spicy.
Getting a little spicy. Magic card.
So dumb.
Cool card though. Let's move on. All right, so we are moving on to a couple limit breaks to end the video. This first one is Tifa's limit break. It is 1 green mana for an instant. It is tiered, which means you can choose an additional cost. If you choose Somersault for 0 extra, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. For Meteor Strikes for 2 extra, double target creature's power and toughness till end of turn. And for Final Heaven for 6 and a green extra, triple target creature's power and toughness till end of turn.
Wow.
If you have a bunch of mana lying around, that pretty much guarantees a one-shot.
No, because you only get to pick one of these.
Oh, I know. But
Oh, you just meant the
tripling,
triple. Got it.
yeah, tripling your creature's target power and
That
toughness
is true.
that's like a, hey, I'm gonna swing my commander at you. Don't worry, it's just a bump,
They're gonna say like, yeah, no,
and
no
then
blocks.
bang, commander damage, you would lose.
Okay, okay, that's actually really funny.
Yeah.
No one's
So
gonna like think of
hey,
that too.
I know. I'm really a fan of these tiered cards because they are useful in every kind of turn you're in.
Yeah, I was wondering why it wasn't. Like why they made a new thing called tiered. 'Cause there's like other things, but I guess it's because you can only choose one. Because like this is
I
just a
guess
spree, but you can't pick all of them.
it's true. It is spree. Without picking all of them, but
Yeah.
it's got to be something in Final Fantasy. What is tiered? Is this a specific thing in Final Fantasy? Is it like leveling up? Hey, I can do these abilities later
Yeah, maybe.
or more. I don't know.
Even like
Once
the word
again,
limit break, that makes me think of like when you hit a certain threshold of something, like at these certain limit breaks.
yeah,
So
that's
that could be
true.
it. But again, never played the game. Tell me.
Never played a game either. And the final card we're talking about today, Shane, is Vincent's Limit Break. Right, that's right, another limit break. It is 1 and a black for an instant. Once again, it's got tiered, but it has additional text that says, until end of turn, target creature you control gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. And has the chosen base power and toughness. If you do Galleon Beast for 0 extra, it's a 3/2. For Death Gigas, it's 1 extra for a 5/2. And for Hellmasker, for 3 extra, it's a 7/2.
Formatting on this card is so weird.
It is so weird. It took me a while to understand this,
Yeah.
but you are giving the power and toughness before the creature dies. It doesn't come back with that power and toughness.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah. So you are getting the text of when this creature dies, return to the battlefield under its control. And it also gains that power and toughness.
So you're not getting that power and toughness as well when it comes back?
No. So
What?
essentially, this is like, hey, you're attacking me with a big creature. I'm going to pump it up and kill your creature, and my creature comes back. That's what's happening here.
Interesting.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Huh.
So, yeah, it doesn't really change the toughness at all. So, you're, like I said, you're really just trying to focus on
It's gonna
probably
die. Yeah.
blocking and
Yeah.
killing your opponent's creature and having it come back.
I mean, even just for 2 mana, this is a good way just to, if someone casts a kill spell, you just pay 0 extra and it's gonna come back no matter what. So
Yeah, I mean, pay 3 and you're right. Yeah,
I just
the
meant like
2
to, yeah, just to protect it from a kill
just to bring
spell.
it back.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I kind of like this card
I was
actually.
start talking about, yeah, as a common, it seems pretty good.
Yeah,
I
I
figured
would play this
like
card.
the last one we just saw was an uncommon. I figured they just keep that theme going, but no, this one they decided, you know what, that's a common.
Well, as a common, I probably would play this card.
Yeah, I probably would too. But Shane, that is it. That's all 7 cards that were spoiled today.
Well,
Tomorrow is the last day, so maybe we will get an even number of legends. We'll see.
let's hope.
I hope so. But yeah, comment down below. What do you guys think of all these cards that we talked about today? Always interested in your guys' opinion, and as well as all of the story behind all these cards. Please let us know what this is in Final Fantasy, because we like Magic. We've never played Final Fantasy. But Shane, before we wrap things up, what was your favorite card we talked about today?
Probably the sequel, Caliber 2. Pretty good
Excalibur
card.
2. It is a good card. I think I'm actually going to join you. Excalibur
Nice.
2 is also my favorite card we talked about today. It's a good card. Good
Card.
equipment.
Good card. Good.
But yeah, comment down below. What was your guys' favorite? In the description, you'll find links to all of our social media accounts. That's all there for you to check out and follow as well, including Instagram. Not only do we post all the cards that we talk about in the videos, we post other cards too. And because it's the last day tomorrow, we go through, take the top 3 cards that were most liked by you guys on our Instagram that are cards that we did not talk about during spoiler season. and we'll talk about them at the end of tomorrow's video. So check that out. Once again, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because you don't want to miss out on any content we are putting out all the time. And on the screen right now, those are all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your added support. It really does mean the world to us. If you guys wanted to check out what they're seeing, which is not here on YouTube, please click the link in the description below and consider subscribing. And a very special shout out to our Gains Indestructible tier, starting with
Aaron Hill,
Brian Ganello,
Daryl Tripp,
Demarion Turner,
Dr. Rom,
Jimmy Ward,
Kevo,
Larry Killian,
Thrifty, PSGR.
and William Colombo. Thank you guys so much for your added support. Appreciate every single one of you. And until the next video, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Bye-bye.